Manifestation is about staying open to that possibility that we want to have. If I want to have my business grown quickly, I'm open to that possibility of looking into that way. It can happen bigger than what we can think because they're all possibilities. The whole science is about staying open to that thing.
Anything that I want by default happen effortlessly, but if it is not happening, then I am offering the resistance. That resistance is nothing but doubts, fears. So these sessions helped me to identify those limiting beliefs, doubts, fears.
We have that full potential inside us, not outside. It is there with us. We dream and then things happen. If our thoughts and feelings create reality, then all it requires is to change our current thought and feeling. And so you observe, that is your visualization or imagination, your thought towards something that you want to see, then you can see.
I also wanted to, get involved in this teaching sector also, but I didn't reveal this thing to anyone. 2 months ago, I had a call from Nepal Engineering College. They said if I wanted to join the college to teach, maybe it's a power of manifestation, though it seems like coincidence, but yes, I have manifested somewhere,
I had some issues related to my kidney stones and I was about to get surgery for the same to get it removed. That is when I got introduced to this manifestation where I used to manifest every day that I should not go to the OT and get it removed. So after 10 or 15 days, it came out automatically without getting surgery.
I use the technique of manifestation and visualization to turn my hair black again. Approximately, I will tell that out of 25 hairs, 20 hair turned black. This gave me the more joy to do meditation and it did not allow me to stop meditation.
So my question is, so how much minimum sleep is required to us? And the second question will be, how to know our life?
Minimum 3 to 4 hours. Then you will be happy. Then coming down to your purpose of life, you are yet to discover your purpose of life. You are yet to live your purpose of life. When you begin to know your purpose of life, you will be really happy.
My journey in the meditation or in the spirituality is very small, but I have found it very fascinating. What I am enjoying most is the mindfulness, which is leading us into the calmness, oneness, wellness, stillness, awareness, consciousness. That quietness which comes for the first 2 hours when we get up in the morning really takes the day off.
I feel like I found an anchor to my life or my soul. It just like the program, the meditation grounded me so much.
A very good day, all Buddha CEOs, wishing you a day full of sunny smiles and happy thoughts. Once a question was asked from Osho, can meditation be learned? Or is it like love, a state of being that comes as a present? Answer given was, meditation cannot be learned in a positive way, but it can be learned in a negative way. This is very important to understand. The basic method of meditation is negative. What do I mean when I say meditation can be learned negatively, only negatively? I mean that the mind can be unlearned, and the moment you unlearn the mind, you are learning meditation. Unlearning the mind is learning meditation. So he says, don't support your mind, don't cling to it. Don't live according to its dictates. And slowly, slowly, the master is free from the slave. That master is your meditative quality. With this beautiful message, let's listen to Chandra sir.
Thank you, Anita madam. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. A great afternoon, evening. unlearning the mind. That's what Buddha said. What did you gain out of meditation? I lost everything in meditation. I lost my anger, hatred, suffering, separation, illusion, guilt. They all came from mind, with greed, with fear, with survival thinking. Managing people, managing situations. But meditation is removing all of those that are not natural to us. In spiritual science, we are one and whole. We are that consciousness, we are complete all the time. So where is the question? And we are the creators of everything that's happening as co-creators. So then the scope for fear, the scope for survival, the scope for greed, they all are batched on top of the other. We've forgotten the original self. We doubt so much that my thoughts can create reality. We doubt that now because we've forgotten so much, we doubt it. If it happens, we say it's coincidence. We've got all words for everything. So that's all unlearning. If something happens, we say it's coincidence. Something happens the way we didn't expect it to happen, we say random. If something happens we didn't expect, we say luck or unluck, bad luck. We've got words to justify, and so then we're happy with the way we justify things. So this is about that unlearning. Experimentation is the best way. Exploring things of invisibility, experimentation. So nobody can remove or subject to our own personal experience of it. If I'm experiencing something, if I think about somebody call me, if I think of something to happen to me, it's happening. There are different levels of thinking. Then I do it second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. I have my personal subjective experience that nobody can remove it. Good enough for us to move into our greatness with our own greater thought. Consequences, I talked about this earlier this week. Consequences are there. Everything that we create, what impact that we may be causing to something else, somebody else. Important to understand. Discrimination between what's right and not right is very important so that we move towards right intentions in Gautama Buddha's Eightfold Path. Right views, a right understanding, and right intention is there. Desire is the cause of the suffering, so remove the desires, and so no thing to be manifested, nothing is required. Wrong concept. Right intentions in the Eightfold Path is there. Intention leads to desire. Trishna, greed is the problem. Greed. What is necessary for my evolution, for my deeper happiness and experience is fine. The greed is the problem. Today I feel like eating a mango. I'll eat a mango, but then I buy 30 mangoes and then keep there for next 10 days. And then I also keep the 30 mangoes wanting to give to only my family members and friends who are coming because they may not be there afterwards. That is the problem. Then everybody goes by 30 mangoes. So there is competition develops. And so then people have to rush in. People have to now give counter offers. Everything happens like this. That is the problem. So desire by itself is fundamental for growth. That intention is seeding desires. The right intentions is essential. What is right intention? Anything that does not harm somebody and anything that helps you to grow. Harm meaning anything that does not stop something from growing. As much as you want to have an experience, can we allow something else also to have its own experience? We talked about this. Having something else to have its experience, so we don't come in its way. So operated by the free will concept, non-interference, non-killing, and then not hurting. 3 things. Those are the no's. And the middle path is what is necessary for me is what I look to have. If I have reasonable experience that I can imagine, dream about, if I have clarity of what I'm looking to have, the clarity will develop. The better clarity will develop when we keep understanding the knowledge. How much to have, how much not to have. Why should I think about having a lot more than what I'm already having? Is it necessary? If I can move towards my needs slowly over a period of time, then that question of me creating consequence under somebody else reduces and reduces and reduces. But the intentions are always there. A plan is always there for each of us. Such an intelligent body cannot come randomly existing here just to learn, produce kids, grow them, and afterwards say life is over. It cannot just come for it. Just taking care of the family or having a vocation, earning money, and then finishing the life. If that is what everybody is doing, that's what even animal kingdom is doing, then what is speciality? The spiritual science is saying that everybody comes with a plan. And so we have a plan. And so we align to the plan. That's our purpose. Time to time it changes. We all talk about this in week 5. But then we are aligning to our plan. What did I come here to experience? And so then once the meditation is giving us clarity towards it. But it is okay. It's giving us clarity. The more we meditate, the more we learn. It gives us clarity to align into things that are not necessary anymore, or things that may unnecessarily cause harm and hurt to something. Desire. I want my son to become an MBBS doctor. Is it interfering into the requirement? Look at it. There is no way I would like my kids to go out in the nighttime. Somewhere the fear is there. Interference. We will easily understand. When we study all the books that we given, we'll easily understand how much to take and how much not to take. How much to create and not create. Another way to look at right intention, anything that is enabling, expanding you and everybody else in the creation. If I am creating things that is causing another person to get educated, that is another person to get meditation education, another person to experience life a little more, then create it. No problem. If you are allowing yourself and others. Educate them about meditation, because they otherwise, again, the same problem. We give them education, we give them food, we give them all the things, but afterwards they get back to you or back to somebody for dependency, but they haven't understood. And same rat race, same competence, same thing comes happening. So friends, right intentions must be understood very well by Gautama Buddha. Right views and right intentions. Anybody quoting Gautama Buddha saying desire is the cause of suffering, and so no desire, must go back and study all of this. The purpose of this body has no meaning if there are no desire, and so the only thing we do is to go somewhere and sit down and then meditate and then go into a bliss state and say that is the purpose. Then what is the point of coming into the body for not doing anything? What's the point in creating so many phones, so many headphones, so many things and all of this? It's all our creation. Everything is our creation. What's the point in creating something and then discard it? Experience. Everything is an experience. So the spiritual science is saying experience it, don't get attached to it. Become equanimous to the experience. Yoga samatvam uchyate. So with meditation, yoga is chitta vritti nirodha, and we become equanimous to the experience. Shubha, Ashubha. Shubha, Shubha, Parityagi. Go beyond Shubha and Ashubha. Manam Madhuram, Avamanam Madhuram. Can we take that? Manam Madhuram, Avamanam Madhuram. Sri used to always tell, Manam Madhuram, Avamanam Madhuram. One is there, other is there. It's an experience. Nobody's going to take your greatness just because somebody has said something to you. Nobody's going to take your greatness away from you. I'm still what I am. Just because somebody told, hey, you're stupid, you don't know how to talk, you don't know how to do. I don't become that. I'm still what I am. So meditation is helping us to make us complete, feel that I'm complete all the time. So I do not need somebody's validation. It starts from there. And so then experience becomes, so we start looking at everything as an experience. Failure and success are more very, very relative and temporary. Relative. We know this already. It's very relative. The consequences, definitely, how do you understand? We cannot go on imagining what consequence can have because there can be a chain of it. I think it's always relative to what I am understanding about my knowledge. But meditation will help us to learn more and more knowledge. So we may start off, I may create a few things which may not necessarily be of in the best interest, best consequence, but it is okay. We'll learn from it. We would have created some additional actions, karma, but that is okay. We're going to learn from it. But the important part is to hold on to meditation, hold on to keep enhancing our knowledge. Enhancing our knowledge. The beginning of Pyramid Valley, when I was going in there, excited, 30 acres of campus we want to create, and then we went into this forest area to create a beautiful meditation space. So when I didn't understand fully enough, then you're looking at, hey, how can I level this place, level that place, and can create a building. But then as my consciousness evolved and said, every tree, every bush, every little bit of contour, why should you touch it unless it's really required to be touched? Why should you even touch it? That's how the consciousness evolves. And so you stop thinking about just brazenly flattening the land and say, look at where is a flat land? How can I utilize that contour by itself into the building design, not change it? One way is to say, make it flat so you get maximum space, optimize the cost, make it flat and so build it. So some of those will go away. Many things will start getting to know, we'll start leaving out things that we feel are unnecessary. As we increase our understanding. So we'll go into our meditation, dear friends. Today, in our meditation, we will introduce visualization. We have leaders today, Saturday, business leaders, waiting, and we're going to listen to their experiences. They're taking the time to be here with us. Always great to strengthen our understanding through somebody else's, and some more so if people are influencing not only them but a community through their works. Every one of us is a leader. Every one of us is a Buddha CEO. That's what Patriji said. Every housewife, every person is a CEO of their life. But some are impacting to one level, some are impacting a greater level. They're causing greater influence in a good way. So we got that. So the meditation today is we're doing heart elevation, breath mindfulness meditation, and then we are doing a segment of visualization where I want you to connect to your future of yours as if a goal that you're looking to have is already happened. A promotion has happened. A promotion has happened that you're looking to have. Now the promotion has happened. How is it changing your life experiences? What new experience you'll have because now you've got a promotion? What new experience you will have and why are you seeking? That is the clarity. If you know a promotion will help me to donate more, it helped me to travel more, it helped me to connect with a lot many people, it helped me to present in confidence of my knowledge and education, wisdom that I have. Promotion means you are allowed probably to travel and represent your company. So those are all experiences. Help me, a promotion, finish that, then a new experience you will have is to probably meet your parents and relatives and tell them how happy you are. It's a new experience around that. So visualizing those experiences is what we're looking at here. Visualization is about a future that you're constructing in your energy, temperature, thought, right? Which is Rakesh said it. So that's what we're saying. You're going to visualize about those future experiences. So the process is affirming your goal. I have been promoted, or I am getting promoted. Don't say I will promote, I will be promoted. Say, I'm getting promoted, I have been promoted. That's your affirmation of your goal. And then you visualize the future experiences. These have to be very, very energetic, a lot of emotion. You got to believe that that is true. To believe that this is happening for you, that you are traveling, you are going and presenting as if it's like you go in a suit. You're invited, you call, you're on the stage, and then the hall is full, and then you're presenting it, people are clapping to you. That's your imagination, dream. So we visualize that way of a future experience for a few minutes, and then we express gratitude like every day, and then the meditation ends. Okay. So anybody new, we are practicing breath mindfulness meditation, dear friends. Breath mindfulness meditation is where, what did I share? Breath mindfulness meditation is to sitting quietly in the chair on the floor with your fingers crossed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, closing your eyes without spectacles, and observing your normal natural breath. The posture is what you see in the picture, and observing your breath. Goal is to rest the mind and observe the breath. Slowly, mind becomes empty. This is the crux of a meditation process, to empty your mind. And all the magic is happening when we empty the mind. The power to create is increasing significantly. The clarity of what to create is increasing significantly when we rest our mind every day for a few minutes. We're doing this process as a maximum. Before we start this, we're doing something called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance for that, as I'm going to play some music and also guide. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably, relax your body. Scan your body from head to toe and relax. Dear friends, dear masters, with your eyes closed, remove your spectacles, keep your hands on your chest area, rest your attention on your sacred heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart? Connect with that heart center. Feel it, dear friends. Love it into your life. Can you bring up an experience from your past, from your present, where you felt enormous love, compassion, gratitude, appreciation? Relive that moment of love, of joy, of that appreciation, and feel that energy. More. We experience that energy, the more coherent we become. Feel it. slowly, I would like you to go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably placed in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, the mind becomes empty. As your mind is becoming empty, you channelize all that energy into the generous present moment. Be with your breath. when you empty your mind of all thought, we experience greater emptiness, that quantum field of energy, the field of all possibilities. Be with your breath. Yourself to merge into your breath, and allow yourself to experience that emptiness. Inside of you, all around you. emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The field of all creation, the field of possibilities. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, that energy, the more possibilities you draw into your life. Stay aware of that emptiness, that energy inside of you, all around you. Come on, friends, the seasons, the time for your creation. Dream, dear friends. Live that future experience as if the goals have happened. Do you have a new body? Feel it. How does it feel to be experiencing it in whatever that you wanted to experience with that new body? Dream. But friends, you are the architect of your life. Whatever choices you're making, I would want you to experience fully and richly with a heightened emotion in your body, in every cell of your body. Feel that love, that confidence, that gratitude, that joy, whatever that may be, dear friend. This seed, your creation, feel it. Where are you traveling in this new life? Who is around you? Come on, feel the warmth of the people, the beauty of that nature, whatever that may be. Let there be no doubt about this future, dear friends. Let there be no uncertainty. Feel it. Enjoy this process, experience, dear friend. The people, the places, the things, how are others enabled you by your future. What are they telling you? Experience the joy of helping. Friends, feel more, live more of that future, experience more. Connect with it more, dear friend. The stronger your emotion, your body, the greater the signal that you send to this quantum field. Feel. Relax, dear friends. Relax. Let your body absorb these energies. Every thought, every feeling, intention is energy. This quantum field of intelligence is always responding to your intentions. Let it organize this future for you in a way that's best at the right time and place. Let it go and relax. Relax. You primed your subconscious and programmed with your imagination of your future with that feeling to project these possibilities for you into the quantum field. Your subconscious is the connection into the field. Whatever you emotionally embrace is always manifesting. This is a quantum law. Let there be no doubt about it. Recognize that your future will be filled with adventure and opportunities. And let your past turn into wisdom and no longer limit you with the doubt. Express gratitude to all things and everybody for helping you create this future. Your gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, everybody, to this nature, all things and systems, to yourself, and to this quantum field. Gratitude for this future means the events have already happened. Gratitude is the high state of receivership. Whenever you're ready, with your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, you may open your eyes and feeling with certainty that a great new future is unfolding for you. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Creating or powering yourself into your future. Think about it. We always dream of these. From our childhood, we've always been dreaming, putting ourselves into situations. And somebody gets a medal, somebody gets an award. We always thought about we being there and then imagining and receiving the same. That's visualization. We've always been doing it, knowingly or unknowingly. A little more conscious of that creation. Applying the science fully towards that visualization. One of the scientific facts is that if you have feeling, deeper feeling, stronger feeling, and excitement on one side with no doubt. The doubt keeps cropping up. Will it happen, not happen? On the other side, then you are sending a powerful signal to the field to find that possibility. The more clearer you are, the more finer the experience that you can bring about into your life. A lot more to the science that we'll continue to learn. You Are the Placebo is a great book to starting point. I talked about this. The Secret is another great book. Our workshops will always give you a lot more information. So let's go into the next part of the session today, inviting our business leadership. We've been meditating. And yes, Vinitha madam.
Yeah, we invite Lata Srinivasan.
Is Ashok Mainan is today?
Yeah.
Ashok, one second. Is Ashok is there too? Where is Ashok? This can bring up on the screen.
Yeah, yes, Chandra sir, Pranam sir, yes, I'm here.
Add Ashok to the screen once. Yes. Great. Very wonderful to see you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for taking time. And hi, Lata.
Hi, Chandra.
Great to have you. Yes. We'll start with Lata, madam, then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lata Srinivasan, an IT professional for 2 decades with IT majors, Wipro, Douche, Software, iFlex, HCL Technologies. She's an edtech entrepreneur for the past 14 years. Founder of Chipper Sage Education in 2013. Chipper Sage's product, Flow of English, has been used by 4.5 lakh students in 6 states. She started the NGO imglobal.com in 2020. That means Institute of Education Management Trust. With 2 other educational professionals, IIEM works with schools with teachers training, setting up processes, etc. Her latest venture, mindfultalk.in, supports corporates with technical content, writing for their product and services, along with communication training. If you talk about her education, she is BE in Computer Science from Bharatiyar University, MBA from University of Melbourne, and professional certification CISA, CSQA, and CFPS. We welcome you, Lata ji.
Thank you so
There's a
much.
meditation experience. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Chandra. And good morning, dear masters and friends. And I thank Buddha Siva for this opportunity to share my experience with you today. Serendipity, or if you can call synchronicity, brought me to meditation in March of 2021. It's my 3rd year into doing meditation regularly. A friend of mine 3 decades ago had brought me to this concept of be careful what you wish for, you may get it. My analytical mind at that point, when I was in my early 20s, didn't accept it. Why should you be careful what you wish for? Because if you get what you wish for, that's a good thing. But life over the last 3 decades has taught me that we need to be really, really careful, because once you get it and you figure out that's not what you want, then that's a very tough spot to be in. And thanks to the universe, thanks to the God's grace, I have, in professional and personal life, I've actually received what I had wished for. But there are times that after I have received it, I had this doubt, is it really what I want? And that kind of clarity is what I've gotten in meditation. So in March 2021, when I started my meditation, I was in a very low spot in my personal and my professional life. I used to have, we had this education enterprise, Chipper Sage, which used to work with budget private schools. It was a social enterprise. And we used to work with a lot of schools. Business was good. But with pandemic, we almost came to a halt. And I wasn't too sure what I should do next. So I was in that tough spot, and we had to sort of soft place our employees in other organizations. It was not a very nice spot as an entrepreneur. And on the professional and personal front, also I had some health challenges, and my physician actually suggested that I do this before she would start me on medication. And I was reading certain books on meditation, and my brother happened to forward a WhatsApp because he was a part of the PSSM group, and the Buddha Siva meditation just landed on my inbox. And then sheer whim, because I just said, okay, let me start this. Within 2 weeks, I sort of stopped my medication for my palpitation, for my racing heart. And I sort of had gotten some belief, I would say, if that is the right word to use, that maybe it works. And I also gave me the courage to go back and talk to my investors, saying that about the business situation in Vaisana, is there any way out? And strangely, even though I didn't believe that they would turn around, they actually came back and said, okay, we will just work this out. And it worked in my favor. And I continued my meditation from that time, very regular. And during the second 40-day program that I did in the second half of 2021, I also volunteered to be a part of Buddha Siva activities. But still, my analytical mind came in part. And when I used to listen to people's experiences, it was more often like it happened for them, but not necessarily for me. I had this hard time to suspend my disbelief, have this belief in what would happen without a doubt. That was very hard for me because my analytical mind had stood me in good stead at my workplace, my personal life before that. But and then, even though I would volunteer, I volunteered for the Buddha Siva activities. I would listen to people's experiences. I would edit those experiences, but it wasn't something which I thought would happen to me. And the last year, in the early part of 2021, I remember having this conversation with Chandra saying, and I was sort of lost. I don't know where I should take my business. I have no clue what I should do next, how I would pivot my business. And I recall him suggesting, maybe I should meditate with an intent. To be very honest, I didn't understand what that meant. But I just went along with the flow, and I said, I would accept whatever would come. But that was my mindset early 2022, because I'd gone to a level where the only way was up. And very interestingly, things had to happen in place. And a customer of mine came up and said, why don't you guys start writing? You seem to write well. I would connect you to a couple of organizations who need help in technical writing. It was not even on my radar. I had no idea that I would do that, but it just fell in place last March. And since then, we hadn't even looked back. For the first time, I started to believe that maybe my thoughts actually were becoming a reality. Maybe there was something in it which I was not doing it. And last year, when I attended the manifestation program sometime in mid-August, for the first time, I had the courage, I had the belief to do my vision board. This was my third manifestation program that I was attending through Buddha Siva, but that was the first time I actually created my vision board. I put certain targets for my business. I put certain personal things that I wanted to achieve. And I also shared it with Chandra, saying this is what I had in mind. And but still, at this meditation experiences, the intense experiences that people shared, the visions that they saw, was something that eluded me. I didn't have it. So it is not that I moved from being a state of disbelief to a state of suspending my belief to a state of maybe it happens, but maybe not for me. And I was in that state when I attended the Vipassana program last October. And that sort of fundamentally shifted something in me. I don't know what, but the doubt that things would happen, the doubt that things my thoughts would become a reality, it's just sort of vanished. And after that, I have just seen only a positive change in whatever I was doing. I would use the word, I had a lot of resentment in me, a lot of anger that I had suppressed. And that sort of, I wouldn't use the word disappeared, it has significantly, drastically come down. And that for me was a big deal, or it was a huge achievement personally that helped me grow, look at things in a very different way, and approach customers without any thought that this would not happen. So I have started to look at things. I've started, projects have come in, and I would not even know, I would have no experience in it, but I would just say yes, and things magically happen. So in the beginning of this year, 2022, I just wrote a magical number when I was planning for the month of January. And I had no idea how it would come through, because business books would say you have to plan for the month and you would have to do certain activities, and that's how you achieve your target. So you have this strange sales funnel that they talk about in all their management courses. I'm the only salesperson, and I did not think, I didn't doubt it, but I wrote this number and said, let's see if that happens or not. And strangely, that happened. I was able to achieve my sales targets for Jan. And I wrote a bigger number in Feb and said, let's see how it comes around. And had people call me up and give me projects, which I thought was very strange. And in March, I attended the manifestation program, the 5-day program in the Valley. And I just did share this experience with the rest of them. And I said, I'm going to do something very different this month, and let's see how it happens. So I almost doubled the targets and said, this is going to happen. I do not know how let's see. And by the last week of March, the customer who had delayed the project for close to 11 months closed it in 1 week, and I was able to do this. And for me, that was a complete proof that when you believe in certain things, believe in yourself, and believe in that the universe would give you, if you really intend that to happen, it would happen. But not just that, I also, at the beginning of April, I wrote in my diary saying, I need to have one overseas customer. And let me see how that comes. But not that I was working towards it. And strangely, by the end of April, I had signed up an overseas customer with absolutely no extra effort from my side. And now I'm a complete believer. I would tell people that it would happen if you intend. When I read Shreyan Daga's experience, when he spoke about things magically happened, when I read about Varun Daga's experience that he would write it and it would magically happen, I always thought it would happen for others and not exactly for me, because they are mystical beings. They are somebody who has mystics. I'm not one of those. But when it started to happen this year, I've moved the spectrum from being a non-believer to suspending my belief to a complete believer. And if you manifest something and if you intend it, it would definitely come around. And right now, I watch my thoughts. I'm very careful of what I think. And one of my things in the vision board that I did last year was I wanted to go to Kailash Manasarovar Yatra. I wanted to do that. I wrote it, and then it was not something I was working on. And so once again, Jan this year, I wrote it. And next month, I'm actually going to the Manasarovar Yatra. I have all booked and I'm all ready to go. So for me, this is something, for your dream coming alive, not just in your personal life, also in your professional life. And what does meditation and the long-term benefits? I've had a lot of more energy in it. Earlier, I used to be very tired. By the end of the day, I would be ready to go. But right now, even if I work for 12, 15 hours, I'm not exhausted. I'm not tired. And that is significant. And it stopped I'm trying to stop, but mostly I've stopped my judgment about people. I don't judge. I just accept things that they are. I figured out that was much more easy for me as well. I don't have to process it. The processing power is sort of released. And I don't think too much about what people meant when they say certain things. And that also has given me a lot of peace. So overall, meditation has helped me move ahead my personal, professional life. And I'm extremely grateful to Buddha CEO, especially to Chandra, for helping me in this journey. and all my friends in Buddha Seva, because we do share notes with other folks in Buddha Seva, and all of them have been so positive. And I think, as Patriji says, right, you need to be in the company of people for you to also move ahead. I really do hope that a lot more other people join the Buddha Seva journey to do achieve their own dreams, not in professional and personal lives as well. Thank you, Chandra. Thank you for this opportunity.
So amazing. Every time I would ask Latha madam, please come and share. She'll say, Chandra, I want to wait for some more time. I have to see this happen. It is okay. I have to see this happen. What an amazing master she is. I stopped analyzing what people say, what did they mean. I think it's a powerful statement. She released energy. So much happens in business, in our dialogues with people, and then we go on thinking that mind ruminating about what did they mean by it. And instead, just focused on what she wanted. So thank you, Latha. It's just an amazing story. I'm also hearing first time for all these greater achievements you're doing now. Our chief editor for Buddha Seva magazine, running a company, yet at the same time taking time to power this magazine. So thank you for everything you're doing at the foundation. Great. That's great. Thank you. We'll come back to her. We can ask questions after this thing. Let's listen to Ashokji. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ashokji, we welcome you. Ashok Meneni has been, he's a senior director until recently with world's second largest congregated manufacturing conglomerate, West Rock, USA, handling all payroll applications and systems for its 50,000 employees worldwide. He's a seasoned IT leader and social worker. With a master's degree from PSD College of Technology, Coimbatore, Ashok shifted to the USA in 1997 from India as a technical developer and grew up to the ranks into the several technology and management roles. He's also providing voluntary service through his NGO, Vadai. We are here to help you, which is a big part of his life for the benefit of poorer sections in remote villages of India. He has been meditating since 2020 and supports the cause greatly. We welcome you, Ashokji.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And pranamam to everyone. And first of all, my heartfelt gratitude to Patriji sir and Brahmarshi sir and few other masters who are from Buddha CEO. Actually, I came to know that after, when I actually introduced me to meditation in 2020, January. So that's been introduced by Shito Power from Atlanta. And actually that time it happened coincidentally. And my wife came and asked me that we need to meditate because from a long time, actually, my physician is suggesting me to go and do some yoga and meditation, whatever is being that I can be, but I never listen. But for some reason, the time has come that time. And first of all, I believe in this time and location. For everything, anything to happen in anybody's life, the time has to come. And when it comes, nothing is going to stop. From that time onwards, it is going to be unstoppable. So in 2020, January, when I was being introduced, me and my wife, to meditation, and all these PSSM masters who are in Atlanta, and I used to go and meditate with them in their homes. And the first day, the second day, they told me that about vegetarianism, and I promised myself very strongly that I wanted to convert myself into vegetarian. I'm a non-vegetarian person. So I promised myself and I committed myself, and from that day onwards, I became vegetarian. So, and I started doing meditation, and I started going through that, and I was being affected by COVID very early in 2020, and then that time after I came out, then I was being introduced to Buddha CEO, and I was so fortunate and to travel with Chandra Pulmarisity sir for 5 40-day sessions straight, back to back, from that time to maybe October or November. So I learned a lot, and a lot of gratitude and a lot of gratefulness that he has been in my life that time. And I was listening, and that time I was not spiritual. Means actually I was not knowing all this, what is the benefits of meditation until I felt so. Okay. So then journey has been going on, and I do have certain things that in my mind from a long time that I wanted to do some service to certain particular areas and all of that stuff. And I shared one time with Chandra sir, and Chandra sir introduced me to GK sir. That was a life-turning moment for me when I was being introduced to GK sir and for spiritual tablets, and I had an opportunity to work with sir and continuing my meditation and working with the GK sir and establishing the spiritual tablets in US. And I was one of the core volunteer in US, and had an opportunity to work with GK sir and at the same time working with Pulmarisity sir, Chandra Pulmarisity sir. And first of all, my heartfelt gratitude to Apaji sir. So, and he has given such a beautiful family and so great masters to this universe, and who have been serving restlessly and preparing people and delivering wisdom to everyone to understand simple technique of meditation. That is what Chandra Pulmarisity has been giving so much to this particular humanity at this point of time. So in meditation, so once I started going through my journey, and I was going up and down, and I was being going very high, very low, and at work and at family, and there are so many things. But what is that meditation has been taught me? Meditation has given me a strength for me to be with myself. At any given point of time, no matter what kind of a situation it is, and it has given me immense knowledge for me to understand about the situation. If you cannot understand the situation, you cannot even come out of that particular issue that what is been lingering around. So whether it is a personal, or whether it is at family level, or whether it is at the career level, at your workplace, or at some place where you are socializing with some friends and all of that stuff. But slowly, while I'm going through all this, and I realized there are so many things that I realized in my life, that there are certain things which is required and which is not required. That is what it taught from the wisdom that has been gained from multiple masters, and starting from Chandra Pulmarisity sir, Sheetal Pawar, and there are so many GK sir. Okay, so GK sir, and I went through and I attended all the spiritual tablets, L1 course, and I have been gone through all the 150 tablets that what he has been taught about, and there are multiple different masters that I have been heard about their wisdom and their experience, their journey, and how they have been came into this. And the one thing which I understood is you have to be with yourself at all times, and we also need to understand why we have come into this spiritual path. Or what is that? Because every day we are gaining knowledge by listening to so many masters. Because if you look into Chandra Pulmarisity sir, how much knowledge that he brings to our footsteps, so much. And how much we are digesting. And that is not the beauty. How much you have to check yourself, you have to introspect yourself on a daily basis, how much we are applying that to ourselves. How much, and what is it giving to you, and how you are actually analyzing yourself by using the wisdom that you have been gained from these masters and the tools that has been given by these masters. So that is what I learned from these beautiful masters, even Shakahara Jagath, okay, Dr. Newton, and all these. There are so many people like Shakahara Jagath, if you are going to listen. Because this is the beauty of these, because nowadays after COVID, then world has been so much expanded, and the Zoom has been given so much beauty that every master is at our footsteps, and we can listen to them, and we can gain the knowledge, and we can start applying to ourselves. But if you are going to just keep on gaining, that if you are keeping in your bank, then what is the use? If you are not going to start using and connecting the dots in your life, then what is the use? So that is what I realized, last year in 2022. So I am being with so many masters. I'm listening to so many, and I'm listening to so many TED Talks. Then one day I realized, what is that I'm doing? Am I really applying to myself? Maybe, and maybe not. So then what is the purpose of attending to all these meditation classes and all these masters classes and all of that stuff, and reading the books or looking at the other people? So when I realized that is the moment that I changed. I started looking at myself. I stopped looking at the others. I'm not as much as if I wanted to, then still I'm doing judgment. I'm still doing assumptions, but I'm trying to minimize my judgments. And the most biggest thing that I'm a very big egoistic person. Because if somebody comes to me and saying that, hey, Ashok, you are doing this, I care nothing. But now I listen to them. And I will look at myself. Why is that somebody has come to me, said this to me? Because I started doing it. I'm not questioning them. I'm questioning myself first. So when I'm questioning myself, I'm getting the answers. And where is this? The wisdom that I have been gained from all these masters and the tools that has been learned, which has been very helpful for me to understand, and how I am going to resolve or come out of this particular thing, that what has been going on within me. Because even at work, because certain times actually you don't even agree that somebody has been coming and telling you that you are not listening, or you are not communicating, or you are not completing the task. So there are so many things, but you don't look at yourself. Always you are looking at the other person, saying that, yeah, oh man, I am working so much and I'm putting so much of work, but still they are criticizing me, or they're cursing me, or they're... So leave all that stuff. But if you are looking at yourself, and if you see that if there is any opportunity that you can see, even 1% that you can make a change, you try to make change in yourself, not to the other person. So that is what I learned through meditation, or the wisdom that have been gained from the masters. And not only that, but I realized at one point of time, what is that I am also doing? What is my purpose? What is that I want to do? So it has given me a clear indication and a clear understanding about me, and what me is, and what me wanted to do, and all of that stuff. When it has been given, then I started doing my things in my own way, and the way that I like. So that is the beauty of all that what I have learned. And also, I will tell you one thing, which is when you are going through your introspection on a daily basis, on the situation that happened in Delhi, and I went and I attended a beautiful class with someone on the mindful journaling, and how best the journaling is going to be when you are writing your steps of sequences that is going to happen for a situation on a daily basis, or whenever you have time. Then if you can remember all that, you can jog it out and look at and make the changes that whatever is been required for you to transform one to the other, from your old self to the new self. So when you are looking at, you have to be very transparent, and you have to be very honest. And when you are making decisions, because you have so many choices, because you have the choice, either you can attend the meditation today with Chandra Pulamarasati sir at 8:30, you have choice. If you say yes, you are joining. But if you say no, you have to ask a question. You have been joined for 39 days, but you are not joining today. Why? Just ask once. Then that will give you the answer. If that answer is right, then you do whatever you wanted to do, but just question yourself. So that is what I'm trying to say. But when you make a decision for yourself, make sure that you are thinking that that is been right decision, and you have to commit to that, and you have to practice it, and you have to introspect on it, and you have to make sure that you are applying the decision, whatever is been taken. But when you make a decision, if you are going to see, introspect, but if you are keep on repeating the same thing, then what is the purpose? So just make sure that you do that, because when I realized that is one. The second thing, don't be fearful, because in the spectrum of your frequencies, low and high, and fear and love. So just look at it and see where you are vibrating. So try to convert as much as you can from the negative to positive all the times. Because if you start thinking about the other person, if you start criticizing about the other person, if you start judgmenting the other person, then you are moving towards the positive. So this is what I learned. And Chandra Brahmarshi educates beautifully, scientifically, and all these factors, and what I have learned from. So that is one of the other thing. And at any given point of time, be with yourself. Be like yourself. Don't be fearful. If somebody has been talking about yourself, don't even worry. Don't even consider. You be yourself. But at the same time, in our society, where you are living, we have certain limitations. We cannot go naked on the roads. So be conscious and be aware. So this is exactly what I have learned, and what I am applying to my personal life. Okay, so I'm still a baby. I'm still learning. There is so much that I'm going to learn until I die, until I leave from this planet Earth. So every day is a learning day. So try to look for that opportunity, because Sadhguru always says, there is no problem, there is no issue. Everything is a situation created by the universe. And from every situation, you have to start learning, because the situation has been created for the purpose of learning. So try to be in that mode and learn from every situation, and try not to repeat that, not to happen in your future life. And don't even worry, but just take some conscious decisions and be mindful and just apply. Okay, so these things will give a beautiful life. And at the end of the day, you are going to have a peaceful sleep. So try to understand people around you, and before you are understanding, so you need to understand yourself. So try to do that. Try to introspect yourself. So if you start doing that, and that's where actually I'm repeating it again, that's where actually Brahmarshi sir or GK sir or our so-called great grandmasters like Buddha sir and all everyone who taught us, or Patanjali sir, whoever, Patriji sir, and whoever the masters that you treat, that's where you connect the dots and see that how best you are going to make your change, and how you are going to come from the old self to the new self. And for this, because in a nutshell, this is what I gained from the last 2.5 years. And if you ask me what is the best thing, self-confidence. I have lots of, I regained all my confidence on myself. And I can tell you one more thing, because I started doing yoga and all, because I have set a goal that I wanted to be breathless for 4 minutes. I'm practicing it, and I have reached to more than 1.5 minutes now from the last 4 months. And I wanted to reach to 4 minutes. I don't know how long, but I have not kept any time duration, but I wanted to achieve that 4 minutes of breathless state. So that is, everything is possible. Everything is possible in this universe. You can do miracles, but you have to be committed, and you have to be disciplined, and you need to practice that sadhana. You need to do every single day, no matter what situation you are in. You have to do that sadhana. If you leave that sadhana, then we are going to go back to square one again, and you have to start back again all along. If you practice for 10 long years, and if you fall back, for some reasons, if you cannot able to handle, that's when actually you are going to go back. But try to make sure that you, no matter what kind of a situation you are in, do the sadhana. Don't leave that, because this is a beautiful, beautiful tool, this meditation tool, and yoga, and the pranayama. So that is the sequence that what we follow. So whenever you are doing meditation, then if you can do like few minutes of yoga and a few minutes of pranayama, whatever the pranayama technique that you wanted to do, just practice it. So that way, actually, your mind is going to be drifted from old to the meditative state. Very easy, very calmly, very profoundly. So make sure that you are all actually following it, and you practice it. And when you take a decision, please commit onto it, and you practice it, and you introspect it. That's all. And I'm so grateful to Chandra Paramahara sir for giving this opportunity and talking to all of you and sharing my experience. Thanks a lot. Thank you all, and pranam to all of you.
Thank you, Ashok Singh. A lot of introduction we have to do by ourselves. There is so much creation we can do, but all starts from being with ourselves. When you place your attention is where the energy is.
Yes.
So if we place our attention on ourselves, then it is going to reveal itself so much, and so then we can make changes. So beautifully said. What's the point of taking knowledge if you're not applying? And all of the messages you gave, which is very, very fitting. So much wisdom is possible, just a click away. Just one video to another video. Google, YouTube also doing great. It'll just bring about 10 masters with one video, and then you can see all of them. So certainly for many of our senior community, it is an introspection time. I think that's what I see it here. Introspection time of what am I doing? How much am I applying? If I'm the creator, what words am I using? If I'm the consciousness, and if I understand that, what words am I using when I say things? Am I still using the fate is there, some plan is there, something is there? Or am I saying that, okay, my plan, my creation, my design? There are so many ways that we can become aware and then apply. What am I believing, and then apply it naturally? Not here and then leave it and say, okay, I still have to go do my, for example, the puja, the ritual, because I've been told, and let me just do it anyway, because otherwise some God will get very angry on me. Fear. We're not applying at all then. Not applying. Then neither will be there nor here in our results and outcomes, experiences. So thank you very much for coming in and then sharing that perspective. Very rarely somebody shares this perspective, that keep going into yourself, keep applying, and then and just making us just remember. Well, the purpose of laying all the knowledge is to apply. Now, meditation, hopefully, the more we hold on to the meditation, the more it's going to push us towards applying it. It's got to do it, because it's got to move us inward. And we move inward, introspection begins. Energy is moving towards ourselves, not to somebody else. So energy, then it shifts. And so then, naturally, it has to bring about the change. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving that opportunity.
So, friends, thank you very much for joining. And they will be here for a little more time if you have questions to ask. But those of you plan only this much, so feel free to leave. We thank you for staying through and joining the session. Tomorrow, what we did today in meditation, tomorrow we're going to do this for longer. Sunday meditations. Tomorrow is Sunday? Yes. Tomorrow Sunday meditations for longer. And the manifestation process, I'll explain a little more detail. Some of you first timers, maybe, we just went a little fast. But then tomorrow a little explain in detail so that you can get a handle around it, and then we practice it, right? So thank you. Feel free to leave. And those that have questions, you can raise your hands and we'll take it. Let's do Latha Madam or to Ashokji. It'll be good to take from their perspective how they're applying specifically whatever that you want to have. You can always direct a question to me later, some other day. Preferably. And
yeah, Ram Gundala ji. If possible, please switch on. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Adab, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. So I have been doing this meditation. I started with what do you call for the youth program, which started on April 3rd, and I've been continuing since then. And I have prepared my manifestation board, but thing is, still for some reason, I am not able to apply the things. So I have a board and I have a vision plan, but the thing is, I'm not approaching towards it. So I want to ask Ashok sir, like, how should I approach in achieving whatever the tasks or whatever the things I have defined in my vision board. So he's been saying that like, oh, okay, yeah, I've been here almost more than a month now, but like still I'm not applying the thoughts like whatever I'm seeing it, like I'm going through, I'm listening to a lot of the speakers and the leaders, but thing is I'm not able to apply those things. So I want to get some idea how to implement those, whatever I have defined in my vision board.
Yeah, thank you, sir. First of all, you know that Chandra Paramarasetti sir's one of the, because when I was attending all the 5 sessions, so about affirmations and manifestation and creating your vision board. So when you create your vision board, you can have multiple things on your vision board. So, but you are going to see that which one is the highest priority that you wanted to work with. Because you need to, when you are going to put like 10 things on your vision board, you can put multiple things on your vision board, but you are the best person and you are the best judge for yourself to see which one is the priority number 1. And we cannot attend multiple things at the same time. So that's what Chandra Paramarasetti sir always says, that you prioritize your tasks, which one is very much required for you to having a beautiful life or a good life. Yeah, and based on that, you start working through it. Because not only just putting that one on the vision board, but you need to create the steps that is going to prepare yourself to reach to that goal. Step 1, okay, I need to order my sand, and I need to order my bricks, and I need to order my cement, and I need to order my iron. Then you have to bring all your resources to do that, and you are going to have step by step to construct your home. So like the same way that you have to really understand that what you have been put on the vision board and what is your highest priority and what are all the things that you need to do from yourself. Because once you have certain things that you are going to prepare and leave it to rest is leave it to universe. Because if you are going to think a timeline, because I have to do this by in the next 1 month, Chandra Paramarasetti always says that don't even put any timeline to any task. But I don't know, because this is like in 2020, I listened to his teachings 5 times, 5 40-day sessions. That is what I learned. Okay, so that is what I
is what I suggest. Thank you, Shakti. What I suggest, Mr. Ram, you just started the process. There is so much that have been learned. Have you read a book? Have you started reading any books? If you're looking to manifest, I've read several books. So please start reading some books to understand, get more clarity, right? We learned about manifestation in about less than 2 hours of theory here. And there's a workshop on June 9th and 10th. See if you can join that. It's a 2-day workshop on manifestation practicals. Once you get there, then you start probably getting a feel for how to go about having my board drafted, and then how to, because we're going to go through that examples in that workshop. We draw the vision boards and example, talk about that. Then we draw the limiting beliefs, and then we're going to develop empowering beliefs, and then we'll put it into construct into process. So what is condensed here in that we're going to, you need to give that time and space. Okay. So the workshop can help you deeply, and where you can't attend the workshops, then there may be a Udemy option for this. And if not, then your best bet is to go through some of these books to construct your process. Okay. I gave you a few tips in this 1 week, right? It cannot be the whole process by itself here. Okay. But the starting points can be, You Are the Placebo is a great book, give you in many ways some understanding of how we can put this together. Okay. Between that and then Secret book and then Law of Attraction by Jerry Hicks, if we put these three together, then you can get to a very good model, right?
Is it a virtual class, sir? Like which on from June 9th and 10th? Okay, yeah, perfect. Then yeah, that will help actually.
Yes.
So I will I will join that class.
While they'll make announcements, they're already in the website, you can register. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramesh ji.
Thank you for giving this opportunity, and thank you, Ramesh. Ashok and others too. They have given a lot of insight about what things can happen. Personally speaking, for me, things have been whatever I wanted right from the time I came into business, or even before. Whatever I wanted, I just got it. It was just like I thought of something and it's through. I was never a meditator, or I never meditated during my youth days, but still, whatever I wanted, I got it. Like be it money, or be it fame, or be it position, or be it whatever. And I just took it as an opportunity and went forward. But since COVID, I started meditation from the time of COVID. Seriously, even before that, I used to meditate, but not a serious meditator. But after COVID, I am still meditating, but things have not been working that well since then. It is very contradictory to whatever I've been hearing about meditation. Like the achievements, or you call it business, or you call it fame, it is only reduced, or rather gone down, or it has not been happening the way it is. Can I just understand why things are not been happening? In spite of manifestation, or in spite of meditation, or in spite of all the things that I have been trying to do to achieve it. Earlier, I never tried to achieve anything, but I got it. Now I'm trying to achieve something, it's never happening. It's something very strange. So can I just understand you call it a logic, or you call it a reason, whatever it is. Why is it things are not happening the way it should happen? It's a general question to even Chandra sir or
Ramesh
sir.
sir. Ramesh sir, I used to, when I joined those 40-day sessions in 2020, I used to watch you coming more those days, Ramesh sir. But are you comparing a lot from everything that what you have done earlier to now, and are you doing comparison?
You can call it in comparison, or even otherwise. Like things are not been happening the way I really want it to be.
And you know that after COVID, the businesses have been changed, and things has been changed.
Yeah.
And
During the COVID time, I always used to think that it's COVID time, so let's give it some time. But even after COVID, things have not been that great. In fact, it has gone negative. Things have gone negative.
But if you,
just to cite an
mine
example,
because mine is completely opposite. Because the way that I used to have life before
exactly.
life that I am having now after COVID is completely different. Because I never been a successful businessman when I started businesses and all that stuff. I left it in the middle. But now I have the confidence. I'm just repeating. I have the confidence that if I start a business now, I know that it is going to be very successful, because I know that Sam Walton, who is the Sam's Club and Walmart, he started his business at the age of 55 and he's very successful. But yeah, I have that confidence, because I'm not sure that whether I have the confidence earlier, but I do have the confidence. But keep the confidence and faith on you and believe in you.
But let me answer this differently. Bhavnaji, have you introspected what is required for you at this time? Name and fame is already done. That experience are done. Why are you still going after name and fame? Our business, what is it for? What is it for? What introspection are we doing and say, should I be moving towards, have we left the blind beliefs that we're still following? Have we recognized that I'm still conscious? Have we recognized I'm consciousness I'm creating? And what should I be creating? Has that introspection happened? What should I be creating? How much of, for example, how much of meditation service have been propagating? Is it necessary? Have you introspected? Because the teachings are saying that once you experience something, the far greater, the most highest that you enjoy is by default you give to others. How much of that time you're giving towards it? Maybe in your case, you no longer require money and fame. Is it necessary? Maybe you don't require it. Have you thought about it? Maybe what you need is a lot more understanding of the purpose to enable people differently. The moment you understand that, it's going to come back to you because you have the power to create it. When we are not on the right path, and so meditation, by the way, is doing exactly that for people when they come in. It is helping us to go through challenges, to come out of and then become more stronger and stronger, and because it's preparing us to something far greater. It helps us to go through many challenges, because what is that we wish? We wish to have happiness every moment, isn't it? If we want happiness every moment, that's a big desire. It's a big goal. Every moment happiness. It got to prepare you. It's got to prepare you from, you've been only experienced highs and then experience the lows and still be very happy, because just an experience. It's just an experience. Those who experience full highs need to also experience lows so that they can be happy no matter what state it is. It's got to be seen that way. It's got to be seen, what should I be creating? Is it still the same business, and why so? Is there still money required? Is still some fame required, power required? Why so? Meditation, by definition, should be helping to reduce our separateness. The special importanceness of our reduces. And so maybe, I'm not sure how sincerely they've been practicing, how sincerely we've been applying the knowledge, or even reading about the knowledge that we're talking. But we got to do some of these, Bhavnaji. These books have to be read to improve our knowledge, and then we gain more clarity. Right? It is that way. It is that way. Those who have been very successful, if they apply, then they become very soon, direct their energy towards the right things, where you don't go seek the same experience again. Instead, you seek to something far higher. Higher is not in the time of money and power. Higher is more in the time of joy and happiness to yourself and everybody else. We'll have some conversations, but thank you for asking this question.
Yeah. Chandra sir, can you excuse me for?
Yeah, please do that. No problem. So thank you very much. I'm also, our host is, I think, gone. I'm not able to do much here. I'm not co-host.
Yeah, thank you, Chandra sir, and thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. Vinitha ma'am, please add Ashok ji and Lata ji to the screen once, and including me.
I don't know whether I know or not.
Okay, somebody else is doing it. Lata ma'am also please add, yes. So thank you both. Thank you very much for joining. We will continue this conversation. Ashokji, thank you for that introspection question that you asked. You raised, not rather. Your talk is all about introspection and applying the knowledge that you're learning, not just learn and leave it. Whereas contrasting, Lata Madam, from where she is, she really needed to power herself and finish her experiences, which she is doing it right now. Our business growth, and those are experiences that she needed to have to go to the next level. And it's possible for meditation. So thank you both. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandra sir, and thank you very much for connecting with the dot, with the right thing that you just mentioned to Ramesh sir. So the introspection, that what has been required, and do I really need it? So you correctly said at any given point of time, then if we start doing that one, then you will have the answers for yourself, and you will see what is been required, what is not required. Thank you very much for saying that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. So we'll meet tomorrow again, and we'll continue the conversations. I'm loving this Infinity program. We're bringing about some deeper questions from our participants, and they're all valid, but everybody's valid. And thank you. Thank you, Mr. Madam.
You are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world.